Warzone has had its fair share of huge tournaments with insane prize pools. It has done a pretty good job of creating a space where pros and content creators alike are able to compete for cash prizes on what seems like a weekly basis. And to be honest, it seems like the same group of people are always at the top winning these things. So today we're going to go over the top 10 richest Call of Duty Warzone players and we'll be ranking them by tournament winnings. My name is LJ and welcome to Battle Royale Guides. Before we get started on today's video, I just wanted to let you all know that we have started a new weekly series called The Weekly Dose of Warzone, and we'll be uploading an episode every Monday where we go over everything happening in the world of Warzone, whether it be insane Twitch clips, Reddit things, and anything else. So if that's something you're interested in, we already uploaded our first episode this Monday, so go check that out when you're done here. Anyways, let's get right into the video. Starting it off at number 10, we got fifakill. fifakill is a streamer from England and has shown time and time again how consistent he is in the Warzone scene. To be in the top 10 for prize winnings, you have to be consistently placing well in these tournaments, and he has always shown to be one of the best. In 2021 alone, he won over $170,000 and has now totaled $182,000 in winnings. So 2021 was a very good year to say the least. His top 3 tournaments by prizes was all first place finishes, one at Swag's Warzone Summer Invitational where he took home $25K. Next, he placed first in the World Series of Warzone EU Trios and took home $16,666. And then third was the NYSL Warzone Mania 2 where he took home $12,500. FIFA has plenty of other first place finishes where he took home some nice chunks of change, but those 3 were the highest. And I mean, seriously, when you're taking home $170K in just 1 year, you know he's winning a lot. And to give you perspective, he is currently ranked 1,057th in overall earnings for all of esports, and he did that with most of his earnings coming from 2021. Super impressive. At number 9, we got jukes. He is a frequent teammate of our previous player, fifakill, and just as talented. Jukes is a content creator and Warzone pro coming from the United Kingdom, and his earnings is currently at $207,000. The majority of his earnings come from 2021 as well, winning alongside fifakill a lot, totaling $150,000 and then about $57,000 in 2020. His top 3 tournaments by earnings are the same as FIFA's, with the exception of number 2 being the Syndicate Sundays 2020 Grand Finals, where he placed first and took home a total of $16,666. And I actually have an update on the last 2. As I was editing this video, they actually won the Tim the Tatman 2v2 kill race and took home $33,000 each, bringing jukes' earnings to $240,000 total. But I will continue this list as recorded, but just wanted to update you all on the win and the change on the list. At number 8, we got the young demon, Diaz Biffle. Biffle has been the center of attention for a long time now in the community, as a big portion of people think he's a cheater, but that's not what this video is about, and I don't think he's cheating, so I won't be going in on that. What I will get into is the fact that he has rounded up $230,000 in 45 tournaments in Warzone and has made quite the name for himself in the scene. His top 3 tournament wins by earnings is the Huskers Howl Grand Finals, where he took home $37,500. Next was the Huskers Howl Top Dog, and for that he won $25,000. And then his third largest win was the Toronto Ultra Warzone 100K event, where he took home $16,666. And those are some crazy wins and were against some of the Warzone's best, so an absolutely impressive list to say the least. His total earnings of $230,000 place him at 854th in overall earnings in esports and at 162nd in the United States, which is wild considering he is only 19 and made a lot of this before he was even 18. At number 7, we got Noobs. Noobs is a North American content creator and Warzone pro from Tennessee, and he has earned a total of $251,000 in 90 tournaments and frequently plays with Huskers, who is actually on this list as well, but we will cover that later in the video. Noobs has time and time again shown how great of a player he is, winning some very high profile tournaments with huge prize pools. His top 3 tournaments by earnings are the World Series of Warzone NA Duos, where he took first and brought home $20,000. At number 2, he won the Nade Shot Warzone Invitational and took home $17,000. And at number 3, he won the first NYSL Warzone Mania and brought home $16,666. Noobs is one of those players who is always competing, and he wins a lot, and obviously so, since he is so high up in this list and is in the top 1,000 in earnings of all time at 781st. Coming in at number 6, we have the first person on this list who competed at a top level in competitive Call of Duty and Warzone both, with Rated. Rated is a content creator for 100 Thieves and a Warzone professional. He has almost $500,000 in total winnings, but that includes his earnings from competitive Call of Duty. If we're going to go by only Warzone, he is at a cool $269,000, and that is a very respectable number. Obviously, if we were to include the other winnings, he would be at the top of this list, but we just want to go over Warzone tournament earnings, so that locks him in at number 6. His top 2 tournaments by earnings are from Call of Duty competitive, but his top 3 Warzone tournaments are the Huskers Hal, where he placed second and won $22,500. Next was a Z-Laner certified banger, where he placed first and took home $16,666. And third was the World Series of Warzone Trios, where he placed first and took home $16,666 as well. Rated has been competing for a long time, first in competitive Call of Duty and now in Warzone, and is still a top tier player, and that is impressive as hell. At number 5, we got Superevan. Evan is a content creator for XSET Gaming and very much a part of the top Warzone pros, as he has a total earnings of $286,000 in 76 tournaments. Since someone like Biffle is a frequent teammate of Evan's, it is no surprise he is so high up on this list, and his gameplay shows exactly why he deserves to be here. His top 3 tournaments by earnings are both the Huskers Hal and the Huskers Hal Top Dog, where he took home $37K and $25K from those. And then at number 3, he took second place and won $15K from the Baka Bros Wonderland LAN tournament. One thing to note is that Superevan does have some earnings in Fortnite as well, totaling in $15,000, but I didn't think it was that big of a difference to remove it from the total and only count the Warzone winnings. Anyways, moving on. At number 4, we have Almond. Almond is a content creator for the Minnesota Rocker and currently has a staggering $305,000 in tournament earnings over the course of 102 tournaments, so it's safe to say that he is always competing. He has some top placings at some of the biggest events in Warzone, with first place finishes at the Baka Bros Wonderland, the Atlanta FaZe Pacific Pursuit, and J God's Call of Duty Warzone tournament, taking home $25K, $16K, and $10K respectively. Almond has shown time and time again why he's in the top 5 earners by consistently placing well in so many tournaments, and with so many under his belt, it is to no one's surprise. All right, now we're getting into the top 3, and all 3 of these dudes are huge in the community and honestly god tier at this game, and so it makes perfect sense as to why they're here. And at number 3, the only mouse and keyboard player in the top 10 earners, and that is none other than Huskers. Huskers has been at the top of almost every FPS he has played recently, including Apex Legends, H1Z1, and of course Warzone. He currently has a total earnings of $378,000 from 106 tournaments, and $298,000 of that is from Warzone alone. Some absolutely life-changing money, and I think no one can really question the fact that Warzone has had some crazy prize pools over the last 2 years. His highest earning tournament win was from the TwitchCon EU showdown in 2019 for Apex Legends at $25,000, but the next top 3 were all Warzone, being the Optic Chicago 100K Invitational, the World Series of Warzone NA Duos, and the Nade Shot Warzone Invitational, bringing home $20,000, $20,000, and $17,000 from those. But in his top 10 earning tournaments, he has placed first in all of them except for 2 third places, so his record is nothing short of amazing. His duo for the longest time was Noobs, who was on this list earlier, but they have recently parted ways to try things out with new duos, so it will be interesting to see how Huskers performs in the near future. Coming in at number 2, we got Aiden. Aiden was an absolute menace on Fortnite before making the switch to Warzone, and I'm glad he did because some of the craziest gameplays and clips have come from him. Aiden was competing in Fortnite before Warzone, so with his total earnings of $548,000, $335,000 is from Warzone. It's crazy to me that he has such a large majority in tournament winnings from Warzone when Fortnite had some of the craziest prize pools ever seen in the Battle Royale genre. In his top 5 tournaments by earnings, the top 2 are from Fortnite, and get this, for placing 33rd to 64th in the Fortnite World Cup Finals, he won $50,000, and then for placing 9th in the Fall Skirmish, he won $26,000. Which is more than most of the first place finishes in Warzone from the previous 8 guys, but after those 2, he has 3 first place finishes in Warzone with the World Series of Warzone NA Trios, the Z-Laner Certified Banger 2, and the Autumn Brawl Invitational, where he took home $16,000, $16,000, and $15,000. I think at the end of the day, if Aiden stuck with Fortnite, his total earnings may be higher, but he is just so good at Warzone, I'm glad he made the switch. And finally at number 1, we got Tommy. He is a content creator for 100 Thieves and a Warzone professional as well, but also competed at the top in competitive Call of Duty as well. So out of the $552,000 in earnings, $340,000 of that is from Warzone, putting him at number 1 and proving he is one of the absolute best players in the scene. Tommy has been in the Call of Duty community for a long time and has earnings dating back all the way to Call of Duty 4. His top Warzone tournament wins are his first place finish at the Baka Bros Wonderland, his second place finish in the Huskers Hal Grand Finals, and his first place finish in the Atlanta FaZe Pacific Pursuit, taking home $25,000, $22,500, and $16,666. But one thing is worth noting, in his top 3 tournaments by earnings, he won $17,500, placing 5th in the Call of Duty XP all the way back in 2011. So it's safe to say Tommy is a veteran in the scene and has rightfully earned his spot at the top. It's crazy to me how he has been at such a high level of gameplay for so long and still puts in the hours to be the best. He streams all the time and puts in more hours than most, so I respect him for that and can't wait to see the next tournament he plays in. All right, guys, that's going to do it for today's video. What a list of insane players. And honestly, it's mind-blowing to me that Huskers was the only mouse and keyboard player on here, but with the names he was up there with, it kind of makes sense. Some absolute Warzone legends. If you enjoyed today's video, please don't forget to drop a like on it and let me know what you thought and if you knew how much money was being thrown around in the competitive Warzone scene. Some life-changing money out here, and it is so wild to me. As always, I hope you all have an amazing day, and I will see you in the next video. My name is LJ, and this has been Battle Royale Guides.